Hello, fellow peasants. Tonight I'll be reviewing 2003's Old School. Alright guys, so tonight I'm reviewing Old School. This movie came out in 2003. It's a comedy with Will Ferrell, Luke Wilson, and Vince Vaughn. This is a classic, man. This is a classic. This is a comedy staple. In my opinion, other than Pineapple Express, this is one of the last classic comedies of all time. That's why I don't talk about comedies a lot on the channel, because they've just kind of like sucked ass for like the last 15 years, almost 20 years, you know? Because everything is so PC now, you can't offend people. Humor has been watered down really bad due to all the politics involved in things. But so I really like this movie. Basically, guy breaks up with his girlfriend. She's cheating on him with a bunch of other people. He's like, I can't do this shit, And so he buys his house at the college, he buys his house on campus at a university that he used to go to. And his buddies are like, this is a great opportunity. His buddies are Vince Vaughn and Will Ferrell. And they're like, this is a great opportunity. You know how many parties we can have here? And it's just great. Like, you've got the party scene at the beginning with Will Ferrell chugging the beer. Because he's like, I can't drink, guys. I can't drink tonight. I got to go to Home Depot and Bed Bath & Beyond with my wife and all. And they're like, and the college kids are like, shut the fuck up and chug this beer. So takes the beer bong and drinks the beer, then he streaks through the street. That's a classic scene. So many classic scenes in this. I mean, Blue dying because he sees the girls topless in the swimming pool in the basement, because they start this. So basically, they start this fraternity in his basement. Even though they're like in their early to mid 30s, they start this fraternity with like kids from the school, people who don't even attend the school. Like, Blue's this like 80-year-old guy who just like lives in the neighborhood or something, and he joins the fraternity, and everything is going smoothly, right? Like he moves into the house, they start partying, they start this fraternity, but then the dean of the university, who was a nerd and someone they picked on when they went to school, well, now he's in a position of power that he's like, what the hell's going on here? I'm going to shut this down. I'm shutting down your fraternity because it's not official or whatever. So what he does is he sets up, towards the end of the movie, the dean is like, you got to pass all these tests and you got to do X, Y, and Z. And he basically creates this curriculum and this giant marathon, basically, academically and physically. They got to run to stay a fraternity, because he wants to like foreclose on his house or something, or take it back as school property or something. I don't know, but and all the while, man, I mean, it's just freaking classic. I mean, it's just great. You got Will Ferrell in this being a dumbass. I love the scene where he's like working on his car, jamming to Whitesnake, and then his wife comes out to give him some lemonade or a beer or something. And just that scene, the scene where, oh my God, just all of them. The scene, the best scene in the freaking movie, in my opinion, is where Will Ferrell's at the birthday party, right? And the guy who plays Stifler, he's got the mullet, and he's like kind of like the pony wrangler in the movie. And he accidentally shoots a dart into Will Ferrell's neck. And then Will Ferrell's like, he's in a trance. And he's like, "What? What's so funny, man? What?" And Stifler's like, "Dude, you got a fucking dart in your neck." And then Will Ferrell like walks over to the birthday table and like smacks all the kids out of the way and knocks over the birthday table and birthday cake and falls into the pool. That's my favorite scene in the movie, is him falling into the pool. But there's tons of great scenes in this. I mean, like the whole movie literally is entertaining non-stop. Like there's not like 1 second in this movie where I'm like, all right, let's get this over with. Like it's hilarious from beginning to end. So what do I like about the movie? Genius writing, genius comedic timing. The casting is perfect in this. There's nothing I don't like about this movie, and that's pretty rare to say. I don't think... Yeah, I mean, Old School's one of the only films that I can honestly say, like, I can't find anything where I'm like, oh, that could be done better, or, you know, like, I really think this movie is perfect, man. And it's something I put in, and I know I'm going to have a good time. I know I'm going to get some laughs. It does it every time. It never fails. And it's like a feel-good movie in a way, you know. It's just a good time. It's just a really good time. It's just so stupid, you know. It's just so dumb, and they just don't make them like these anymore. I know this review's kind of all over the place, but you know, like I don't know what to say about this movie other than, if you haven't seen the Old School, man, you got to go check this thing out. Go check this shit out. And if you get offended really easy, go check it out anyway, because you need to watch it. I don't think the movie's offensive, but you know, I grew up, you know, in the early 2000s, so I can handle certain types of humor and stuff like that and jokes. But a lot of people nowadays, they might get butthurt over something that's said in the movie. But back in the day, man, this was the creme de la creme. This was a fucking classic comedy, and it still is, in my opinion. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of Old School. If you pop it in every now and then, if you watch it like 4 or 5 times a year like I do, or if you hate it, let me know why you hate it. I'm actually more interested in the people who don't like this movie. If you don't like this movie, let me know in the comments below why you don't like it. And you got to justify that shit, because this movie's great. Other than that, peasants, have a good one. Peace out. Bye-bye.